You guys, what's up? So welcome to Jacked episode 26 or 27. Back and biceps today. So switch the split a little bit. It's still push pull legs, but the second push day is entirely shoulder focused pretty much, and then the back day like the pull day in the end is a good amount of arm focused as well. So it becomes a little bit more delts and arms focused, which is nice for a physique look, and it's more special towards me. Like most people don't need to be this directed for certain muscle groups, but now I've been training for a minute and I've been able to see like there's certain areas that are a little bit more weaker than others, and some other areas need more focus than others, which happen to be delts for me and my arms. So we're just putting a little bit more emphasis on that, and arms particularly more triceps. So we have that massive fucking arm look from the side. So that's a big focus. So today's back day is a little bit more different than normal. Starting off with more like pull downs and then Smith machine barbell rows, and then going into some accessory work. So like high cable curl, low cable curl, neutral grip rows. I'll show you guys obviously, but it should be a fun back day. One of the biggest things, actually, I'll give you an update on my nutrition too. So nutrition wise, averaging around 3,000 calories right now, 400-ish carbs, 230 protein, and then 70 to 80 grams of fat. I have one day that's like really high in calories. That happens on like usually Saturdays, like 3,700 calories that day. But yeah, that's my calories, 5 days of training, 60 to 90 minutes of cardio. I've been slacking the cardio a little bit, and then 10 to 12K steps. And I've been averaging body weight has been around 173 to 174 currently. Okay. But yeah, that's a little update for training nutrition wise. What areas do I gotta improve on? So one of the things I've been trying to improve on is my sleep and being a little bit more focused and not as distracted. Even though like outside in, it's like it's a disciplined individual. But one of the things I not struggle with or I'm working on is trying to not pick up my phone randomly and scrolling. Right. So I got this app called One Sec. It's pretty cool. Every time you open up Instagram or like you can set it up for like Instagram, TikTok, whatever. And whenever you open up the app, it goes like take a deep breath, and then it asks you like your intention behind going on the app. Like, what's the intention? Are you just procrastinating? Are you bored? Are you anxious? Or like, is there actual intention? So I try making it more intentional. Still fall into a trap sometimes. So getting less distracted on that end, and then just like business wise, try to make sure like I'm focused on one thing. Like maybe focus on just coaching, one-on-one coaching, instead of like trying to work on the app side and trying to work on the meal prep side and all that stuff. So just trying to make sure everything kind of makes sense, and yeah, the attention is all diverted towards one thing. But yeah, currently that's the main thing. And again, training wise, big thing is rear delts, all that stuff. So again, their focus is a bit more dominant now. So just trying to overall bring more focus into the life. You know what I'm saying? And one more thing I've been trying to work on skill wise is trying to not let how I feel be dictated based on how other people are feeling. I know it sounds kind of weird, but sometimes what happens is like if someone's energy around you is not the best, and like they're going through something themselves, because everyone goes through stuff, that you take that energy on and you start feeling bad as well. So trying to detach from it, it's like you listen, you take that knowledge in, because hopefully like that person is obviously close to you, so you should listen. But like don't let their feelings get in your way of feeling decent way. But anyways, time for a juicy back day. Excited to grow, right? And then I'll see you guys in the gym. Okay, bye bye. So starting off with some warm-ups. So this warm-up is specially by Coach Baxter. This is called a bench iso dip hold. All it is you're going to be pushing to the inside of the palm. You're going to go into a bench dip position. The main thing is you want the heels underneath your knees. So you want to be in like a stacked position, ribs are down, chest is up. And you're going to keep a bend in your elbows. And all you're going to think about is keeping your traps away from your ears and breathing into the upper back. Right? So just going to look like this. So this is working on getting your body used to keeping your shoulders in extension, shoulder extension, right? A lot of us don't bring our shoulders back there. This is a nice little position to be in. Push to the inside of the palm, and then now I want you to breathe. Slow breaths, deep breaths right here. Ooh. 2 sets, and then now we're gonna do ab rollouts to keep the neutral spine with the serratus going a little bit, and then get your hand overhead, and then we'll go into a dead hang. Okay, let's do it. Once you keep the spine neutral, if you can't do ab rollouts, what I would do is I would start off with some planks, then get some dynamic planks going, and then go to ab rollout. Okay, or you can even do like a barbell. It's a little bit easier. The third warm up, I'm gonna do a dead hang. Dead hangs mainly because you want to open up range of motion into the upper back, and if it's yeah, so the first main exercise is straight arm pull down on 2 sets, 10 to 15, and then a one drop set. I did 1 set, I got 11 reps at 85. I'm gonna stay 85, at least aim for 10, and then I'll drop it and go for another 5 to 6. Okay. Main thing here is keep the arm straight. Think about pushing to the inside of your hand, and think about bringing the hand towards the big toe rather than back here. Okay. Go bending your knees so you're stable. Arms straight. Now scraping the ground away and scraping the ground on the way down. Stretch. Drop the weight to 60 from 85. Good. So second movement that we're doing is pronated pull down, so upper back focused. This one, think about gripping right outside shoulder width. Strap up. You don't want the forearms to give out before your back does. And this one, think about pulling the bar apart as you're pulling down, okay? So instead of just pulling straight down, think about pulling the bar apart. You'll get into better external rotation position, um, and then you can get juicier, okay? Strap up nicely. Let's go. Make sure you keep your heels on the ground. Up. Okay. 8 to 10 first set. Think about externally rotating. Might have overshot there, but also my right strap wasn't strapped up properly. But I felt really good in the back. Stupid pump right now. One more set, 10 to 15. So I'm gonna go 20 pounds lighter here. I'm gonna do actually 40 pounds lighter. I want more reps. So I'm gonna go 120. For the next set, I'm gonna try to aim for 15 reps. And I'm gonna take a 2 to 3 minute break right now. And yeah, juicy. See you at the next movement. Hey guys, so third movement is gonna be a split machine barbell row. 2 sets, one set 8 to 10, one set 10 to 15. This is a new movement in the program, so starting off at a foundational weight. Hopefully this is too heavy because I look kind of small for this. But yeah, 8 to 10 reps here. Main thing is I'm focusing on technique and form, probably for the next like 2-3 weeks. Once I have the form down, connection down, then I'll start loading a little bit more. But yeah, just a plate on a 10, so 155-ish, I guess. Actually, it's a little bit lighter because yeah, 8 reps, let's go. Main thing here I like doing setup-wise, think about setting up like a dumbbell RDL. You go, strap up first, right? You want the form, begin to go. And then, once you're strapped up, think about pushing your, you don't have the grip right outside shoulder width. Think about pushing your feet into the ground, neutral spine, like that. You're not thinking about doing an RDL, so think about hips back. Leg bend at the knees, stabilize, get your hammies involved, and get out. Go that shit. So fifth exercise is going to be a chest support row. This one a little bit more lat and upper back. Main thing is I'm going to have my bottom ribs off the chest support so that you can breathe still. A lot of people struggle with breathing on this exercise, but if you have the full ribs and chest on, it's going to be hard, right? Because your upper ribs are more rigid, bottom ribs are a little bit more flexible, so let them loose so you can still breathe in. And when I hold the handles, I like breathing into the upper back first, so I get some air in there and then I rip it. So first set, give me 8 to 10, pause the back, stretch a little bit forward, spend some time in the protraction, stretch position, and then we'll do a lighter set, 10 to 15. Okay, let's get it. Hopefully you guys like the angle. I know I'm close to failure when my chest starts to come off the back. That's usually my cue. And the reps start to slow down. Do one more set, a little bit lighter, and then we'll go to arms. Yeah, so 6th exercise, There's gonna be a high cable bicep curl. Think about this as like the peak of the muscle, but also it trains your shoulder in this externally rotated position, which is beneficial if you think about you do a pull up, you do a wide grip pull down. So it's good to build stability in this range of motion. That's the science for you, all right? And another thing, think about it, if you're trying to stimulate muscle, you don't want stability to give out, you want muscle to give out. So I'm using this pad to push into. You can even do this like kneeling, but I don't want to go on my knees. So you can push your hand into the pad like this. You can even hold on to a bar and then push into it so you're developing counter force, then in a stable position, and then squeeze that shit, right? Squeeze. See, my elbow and shoulder are not moving. All bicep. I like think about pushing to the inside of the hand or the outside actually for the bicep. Think about twisting that pinky. Ooh. Shit. 6 exercise, 2 sets. We're gonna be doing a low cable bicep curl, full stretch of the bicep. 2 sets, 10 to 15, complete failure. 2 ways you know you're going to failure is if the rep starts to really slow down, and the second, obviously, your technique starts to break down. So if you're doing a normal bicep curl and it gets really hard and your elbows start to swing, hips start to move, that's probably a sign you should stop the rep, or the weight's probably too heavy for you. Or second is like if the movement starts to really slow down in the concentric. If it's going up on a bicep curl like tricep, you can't even push it down, then it usually means you're going to failure. Okay, so make sure you are trained to failure because that's where adaptation takes place. So 2 sets, 10 to 15 here. A little bit lighter weight because we're not the strongest in the stretch position. So think about keeping the chest angle up, right? Take an inhale. Full stretch. Crazy. That's pretty much the workout. I don't watch, but I think I'm getting late. But I have to get quick little cardio and ab workout in, and then I'll see you guys in the car. Oh, sick workout. I feel like taking my shirt off. See you guys soon. So ending off with 3 sets of rope crunches till failure, and then I'm gonna get some posing and cardio and sauna maybe. We'll see. I want 30 minutes. Let's see how much I get in. But yeah, main thing here, what I want you to think about is closing in the gap from your elbow to your hip. So like most people end up bringing the elbow straight down. You're not gonna feel much abs there, right? You want to think about, you want to contract this. You gotta move the spine, which I'll show you right here. Right? You want to arch the low back in this one, arch the spine, and think about bringing your elbows towards pretty much like your thighs, okay? So right here, without moving the hips. And then inhale. And then I want exhale. Inhale. Hey. I know a lot of people say, and it is kind of true, um, abs are made in the kitchen, and they are, but you still have to train them, right? It's like saying biceps are made in the kitchen. You still have to train the bicep to grow the bicep, right? If you want abs, you still want to load them, you still want to stretch and contract them, and then yes, getting leaner will make them more visible, like any other muscle. Abs the same way. So please train your abs like you would any other muscle, if you want nice abs. Okay. Um, I'm only saying this after not training abs for a long time. So please do it. Okay. So we're not you. See you guys in the car. Yeah, so that was a pull day. Hope you guys enjoyed. I'm gonna do a little bit of flexing right now, and I'm gonna take you guys through a little bit of a posing routine that I've been trying out. I got this posing coach last week. Garrett Cyrus. He's an IFBB pro. So I may compete, I may not. You guys will find out. But give me any feedback. All the the 1-2 people that do watch the video, thank you. Any feedback on the form, let me know. So this is kind of how it looks. Like I walk on stage from here, right? Walk like a straight G, all confident, and then I go into like a flex, only at 15 seconds. I show off the chest, show off the tricep, and then I transition into like a main pose. Kind of looks like this. I'll fuck that up. We'll redo it. Okay, let's go. So I gotta practice, right? It's like a dance, like that, and then there you go. And then I transition to the back. I gotta get shredded for that, the obliques, right? I go like this, and then transition. And then I walk off stage. So I don't know how you guys like that. Give me any feedback. But yeah, I'm gonna keep practicing. It's like a whole dance. You gotta have flow. You gotta have rhythm, and then I'll see what good looks like. What looks good on my frame. I know I have a decently smaller waist, but I don't get these low abs too defined. So I'm gonna take advantage by maybe standing this way, but getting the lats engaged this way, right? So you can still see abs without seeing too much of the low abs. But yeah, we'll see. Okay, hope you guys enjoyed that whole video. I'll see you guys in the car, and then take it easy. Bye bye. You guys, so that was the pull day. Hope you guys enjoyed. A little bit of flexing at the end. Yeah, solid session. Solid first session of the new block. Excited to see how this goes. Upper back, everything feels pretty juicy. Um, if you guys notice, there's only 4 main exercises. And we started off with the pull downs and like the 4 meat and potatoes were obviously like the wide grip pull down, barbell row or the Smith machine row, and then seated single arm row, and then chest supported row, right? So there wasn't that much stuff that we were doing. So the main focus was quality over quantity, and got a sick pump, felt good, and yeah. So excited for the how the rest of this block goes. Tomorrow is supposed to be leg day, so leg day is a little bit different as well. Maybe I'll try to record. I don't know if I can record tomorrow. It'll be a little bit more of a rush. But yeah, so cool little thing, feelings wise, I've been feeling a little bit like weird lately, especially the last couple of days where like some things feel uncertain and stuff like that. And the funny part is like I always talk about this. Uncertainty is like part of the game. So I'm just gonna talk this out loud. So when I feel like shit, like things are not going well, or like like this is not going right, this is not going right. I kind of take a step back or try to think in my head. It's like have some gratitude, have some perspective. I have a sick car that I'm driving. The fact that I'm making a video on YouTube is pretty sick. Um, yeah, it's just that this is my job, right? Recording and then like getting clients and obviously getting them jacked and getting them results, things like that. So it's a gratitude, the fact that I'm getting to do this, right? So having some perspective when you're feeling a certain way goes a long way, especially for me. But yeah, like understanding too, like some of the down-ish days are like part of the game. Like you don't really like they can't really like avoid them. You can get better at like bouncing back from them. So I think tomorrow should be a little bit better. Even today, like I already feel a little bit better. I'm gonna get some good food, and I got a couple calls to do, and we should be good. But yeah, if we have certain days that we don't feel the best per se, understand like it's part of the game, but also just try to learn from it. Like, yo, what's causing that? Is it like too much phone time? Maybe you gotta lower your screen time a little bit. Is it like, certain people that are like draining energy? Like, what is it, right? Try to reflect on it a little bit, because we can usually find there's certain things that drain us more than other things, right? Anyways, hope you guys enjoyed that poll day. Hope you guys are getting juicy today, and we stay getting jacked, stay smiling, because we have lots of reasons to smile. Okay, have some perspective, and yeah, let's keep going. Okay, bye bye. And if you want to follow specific meal plans, recipes, training programs, make sure you join and check out the Trying to Get Jacked app. Free 14-day trial. Let's get juicy and grow together.